Hi seniors. Okay, so your week 1 assessment, you are recording a video of you reading a monologue, which is a speech from Hamlet. So my motto, I'm going to save the good stuff from Hamlet. So I chose to read something from Romeo and Juliet, which most of you read in the 9th grade. So I chose a monologue from Juliet, and I'm going to perform it for you the same way I want you to perform your monologues for me. So, like I laid out in the instructions, you do not have to memorize anything. You can read the monologues out of your book. So, notice I am holding the book. Just because we're reading out of the books doesn't mean that we are not acting, right? We are expressive, using our faces, using our hands, and our body language to act like we are characters on stage, like we've been doing in class, okay? So before we give our monologues, we explain to the audience the context, which means what is going on in the play when the character gives the monologue. So the part that I'm going to read is from Act 2, Scene 2, which is the balcony scene in Romeo and Juliet. So they have just met at the dance, and they are instantly attracted to each other, and they believe they have fallen in love right away. So Romeo sees Juliet on the balcony, thinks she is very beautiful, and he begins to kind of profess his love to her, and she begins to speak kind of back to him, even though they're not talking directly to each other, so they're kind of talking about each other. Okay, so without further ado, this is me as Juliet. Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Sorry, Mr. Howard is laughing at me right now. Let's give him 2 seconds to get over that. Okay.
Grow up, Mr. Howard.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins is telling him to grow up. Sorry, I'm just going to start over. Thou knowest that the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden's blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me say tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny which I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thou word, though if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behaviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore, pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered. All right, so continue to send me your questions. If you have any questions about the assignment sheet, you can choose anything from the list that I posted, or anything from the play, as long as it is at least 10 lines. And I also provided a list of ways that you can send me your video. So you can publish it publicly if you want, and just link it to all of us, or you can send it directly to me if you don't want anyone else to see it. Either way is completely fine. So let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out, or if you have any additional questions moving forward. I look forward to seeing all of your performances.